God bless Ringo. Be with him. Oh, God, be with him. Dear God, be with him. Dear God, be with him. Dear God, be with him.
Everything got real quiet. TV went off, so I started running to close the windows. And after that, that was it. The ceiling went out. The ceiling went out. My fiance, she went out the roof. My mother, she went out this roof. And it blew me through this wall over here. And so after that, we just tried to find and gather everybody. Once we got them, it was just so many people out just howling and screaming, help me, help me. And we were just trying to get everybody, out, And about that time, when we were carrying my mother out of here, out of this wreckage to the street, they sit there for a few minutes until the fire department came. And then we put her on the gurney and we walked to the freeway over ditches and power lines and stuff like that and put her in the ambulance. And then we walked around for an hour, just no socks, but just no socks on, barefooted, and a t-shirt and pair of jeans till somebody just came and picked us up.
And I heard a roaring like noise coming through, sound like a train. And then I got into my closet very quickly at that time, although I was frightened to death. And so everything just happened so fast. When I knew anything, it had happened, it was over with so fast.
Like I said, it was just, I don't know, it's one of the things that, I hope don't nobody ever have to go through something like that ever again. I would rather the whole world just explode than somebody to go through this right here.
This house was being built for my mother. I made a mistake by saying she was 74, but she's actually 76. But it was out of her savings. She's retired from Candlewick, Shaw, whatever it is, and she had a number of thousands of dollars. We used like 27,000 of hers to try to get this house built for her. It was just the labor of love, trying to give her a nice place to live. As you can see, this house over here it wasn't going to last. The roof was leaking. Just all kind of things was wrong with it. But we tried to build this house. Had no idea that you had to have builder's risk insurance before you even dig a footer, or you cannot get insurance. So the house is uninsured, and it's just our loss. But we will get this house built one way or the other. So.
There's a peace I've come to know, though my heart and flesh may fail. There's an anchor for my soul. I can say it is well. Jesus has overcome, and the grave is overwhelmed. The victory is won. He is risen from the dead, and I will rise when he calls my name. No more sorrow, no more pain. I will rise on eagle's wings before my God, fall on my knees and rise. I will rise. There's a day that's drawing near, when this darkness breaks to light and the shadows disappear, and my faith shall be my eyes. Jesus has overcome, and the grave is overwhelmed. The victory is won. He is risen from the dead, and I will rise when he calls my name. No more sorrow, no more pain. I will rise on eagle's wings before my God, fall on my knees and rise. I will rise. And I hear the voice of many angels sing, worthy is the Lamb. And I hear the cry of every longing heart, worthy is the Lamb. And I hear the voice of many angels sing, worthy is the Lamb. And I hear the cry of every longing heart, you are worthy, you are worthy, worthy is the I will rise when he calls my name. No more sorrow, no more pain. I will rise on eagle's wings before my God, fall on my knees and rise. I will rise. I will
Oh gosh, and then the wind started blowing real hard, and next thing you know, my friend went to go shut the window. The window exploded on him, and then I ran away from the window, and next thing I know, I fell on the floor, balled up in a ball. Next thing I know, I felt something pick me up and just take me away. And I'm like, I was praying the whole time. The whole time. I said, Lord, just let me be with you if you decide to take me home. So it was a scary feeling. It was awful. It was really awful.
All of a sudden, in about 5 minutes, the TV went blank, and then the power went out, and we heard this loud train sound that everybody's familiar with. And we jumped up, and I said, get in the bathtub, and we just jumped across the couch and went and jumped in the bathtub and covered ourselves up, and you could hear the glass hitting the bathroom door, and then all of a sudden the tub kind of shifted, and then within seconds it was over with. And we came outside, and it was wires and trees everywhere, and come out and look, the shed is gone. There's nothing left but the steps and the ramp, and then the house over there, and the cars, the thing where over the cars, it's gone, and it's just...
I really don't know. I was asleep. Only when I heard anything, my wife told me to get up and put my clothes on. And I walked, looked up, looked out the window, and I seen my truck going across the field. And all this stuff, I got up and it was all over.
Because when I felt that tornado pick me up, I just closed my eyes. I did not want to see where I was going to land.
You know, she was in the living room watching the news, checking on, you know, whatever that was going to happen. I was in the bedroom playing with my phone, and my baby, he was asleep, and she just walked in the bedroom to let me know that tornado was coming through. And I guess that was enough time for her to get over there and let me know. As soon as that happened, you know, we just ran into the bedroom and lay down in the tub, and I just covered them up, and you know, and just wait and see what happens.
Right there with that stuff in the wall? Yeah. That mattress right there and all that stuff. Malik pulled the mattress off the bed and put it in the hall. And they heard it. I didn't hear it. I was trying to console
We was playing
them.
Face 10.
Yeah,
we was
we
playing
playing
cards.
playing Face 10.
And then the curtains and the windows blew out.
And the TV
cut out
cut
and
off.
we ran in.
And
And I looked out the window and I saw the tornado coming down before me and tearing down stuff. And then we ran to the closet. And whenever we was in there, Granny was still looking out and we had to pull her in.
They kept screaming and hollering, "Get in here, Granny, get in here." And by the time I got in, and squatted down like this and pulled the kids back and pulled the mattress up, it was gone. You could just hear it rumbling, just rumbling.
Train.
Yeah, it was just shaking, you know. And we thought it had stopped, and then it took off again. But we didn't get no straws, no strings, no leaves, nothing. We didn't get wet. We wasn't hurt. And we got out, and everybody was screaming and hollering for us because they didn't see how we made it out. They thought we were dead. And but good Lord brought us out. And we were just, you know, grace of God is how we got out of there.
Sound like a jet coming through there to me, and then glass started breaking. It lasted about 20 seconds, and it was over.
Then you look out and you don't know anything. Everything just tore up.
You know, like that prototypical train sound, and my wife could see out the window, could see the, you know, where it was, the sky was, you know, had some light to it, and then it just went pitch black. We just picked up, you know, the three of us ran, picked up the two dogs, and jumped in the bathtub until it was over.
I guess about 50 years. Reckon, Edna? Yeah. Uh-huh. Wow. We built this place, and we've been here ever since.
You tell it. We're upstairs watching TV, and I heard a noise that sounded like a freight train. And I said, that sounds like what a tornado would sound like. And we started putting shoes on and stuff, and she came outside and knocked on the neighbor's door to warn them, and then she said, get down here, and we just ran into the lower bathroom, held the door shut, and huddled down until the bathroom is completely intact still, so this is a good place to go.
And kept watching and got up and looked out the front door. And when I looked out the front door, the storm was like right there over the church, and I hollered at my wife, and Sharon, and she came and looked out the door, and when we looked out the door, all we could see was stuff just twirling around, and I knew that was a tornado, and that's when I hollered, we gotta run! And we all ran into the bathroom. My grandbaby was hollering, we're gonna die, and stuff, and the next thing we know, the lights were still on. That's the amazing thing about it. Closed the bathroom door, the lights were still on, and then the lights flickered, and then they went off, and we felt the house shaking like this, and then it just stopped. And then when I came out the door, it's like a bomb it went up in this community. It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my, and it's probably the scariest I've ever been in my life. It's bad. It's bad. Emotionally, I'm doing a little better. I guess this is the third day, but the first day, couldn't sleep, just holding the wife, a lot of tears, but to keep it in perspective, we're alive, God watched over us, so, and we can build it back, so.